Hey everybody, it's Jack with Future Pastimes, and this is another video where we're going to look at a fan-made battle wheel for Dune. And this is an older post on Board Game Geek where we've got the concept for a battle wheel that has a spice dial, so a wheel within the wheel, and also something for sort of toggling on and off a half. Originally, the concept was to have a bunch of halves. I'm not sure that you need this many halves unless these wheels are somehow locked together in certain way. I'm not sure that that's what the design was. But fast forward, and this is a post from Duncan from last year, where he's showing off the print here. So you can see there's a slot for a liter here, and you've got a dial. They've got the half showing, and you've got the spice in there. And so it lets you have a clearer picture so that you're not doing this. I can kind of see half of this number and half of that number, and I'm estimating what the actual number is. You're getting, the full number, but you get the half there to know that you're doing a half. So this is advanced battle here, but also the spice. It's kind of a pain in the butt to, honestly, to have to hold the spice and then just say, yeah, I'm spending X amount of spice here. This is quite an expense here. 9 spice and dialing 13 and a half. Good grief, which I comment on. And so here you get a sense of the size of the treachery cards, although that's not a treachery card, but they're the same size. So you would hold that up there. So it is just barely bigger than a treachery card. And they went through a couple of iterations of making some adjustments here. The most recent one was painting it or getting a different color scheme here, which is kind of nice. There was talk for a while like, hey, do we somehow manage to get battle wheels for every faction? This is how it is in Tabletop Simulator. Everyone has their own faction. It's got their faction colors on it. The backs of these, you actually don't necessarily want to have like your faction logo. So like the Harkonnen Griffin, you wouldn't want to have a big Griffin on there, and that is because actually Gale Force 9, when they were originally doing this, they had a big Dune logo on the back, but they found that they could get a sense of what people were dialing based on where the logo was or what angle it was at while people were holding it, and it was hard to resist making an adjustment based on that. And so that's why the current dials don't have anything, and future dials, if they're like this, also wouldn't have anything on there. But the color is nice. But again, do you really want 12 or however many battle wheels? Probably not. Well, maybe you do, and in fact I do as well, but most people maybe don't. So yeah, I think I definitely approve of something that helps you figure that out and has the spice. I think that is a no-brainer. I would want these to be bigger though, and that is so that it's just easier to hide whether or not you've got treachery cards in your battle plan and how many, and that way when you reveal them, you can even have a little spread so that you can see, oh, there's a weapon, there's a defense, or oh, it's a worthless card and something else, and that's fine. I'm sure there is a link. It may not be on this page, maybe on the previous one. Yeah, there's a link to the STL. On here somewhere. Yeah, maybe that's it right there. Duncan's Amazing Battle Wheel, spicy version. So maybe you can tinker around with that and scale it up. And that's if you were like, yeah, we're playing advanced, and this is what we want to do. Now, personally, I would love to see Gale Force 9 do a couple of things differently, which I can't really go into at this time, but it would be a fancier battle wheel that kind of helps out with a lot of these things. But, let me know in the comments what you think of this particular design. Do you think it should be bigger as well? Are you fine with it being this size? And as you can see, this this design here does look like it was going to be bigger than the card, but as you can see here, it's like it just barely, well, I guess you're right. If you're holding it up there, that's the same design. So, but when you're holding the card in there, I don't know, maybe it's not the same design. I don't know. Yeah, I just want it to be bigger. that's my thing. And feel free to, head over to, I'm going to put a link up to this article here. It's the more recent discussion. Feel free to weigh in there on Board Game Geek. If you've got an account, you should definitely get an account. There's a lot of great discussions about a lot of great games out there. And, join in. But leave your comments here. Let me know what you think. And or if there's any other elements that you would love to see in a fancier battle wheel. As you know, the Kwisatz Haderach edition next year, they're looking for deluxe components, among possibly other things. Who knows? But certainly we don't know. But we're hoping that there's more. And we definitely want some kind of better battle wheel. So far, I haven't seen one that I'm like, this is the one. There you go. There's a lot of them out there, and each one has something about it that I like a lot, that is cool. So I think we need to Frankenstein together the best battle wheel. And that may take a little bit more effort. It may be more effort than Gale Force 9 wants to expend. We'll see. It's there's still time to sort that out. But let us know in the comments what you think and what you want. And feel free to visit the Kwisatz Haderach GameFound page. I don't know if there's a link to it from here. But it's easy enough to find. Go to GameFound, type in Dune, and look for Kwisatz Haderach. You can follow that. There's over 16,000 people so far following it, waiting, with bated breath for some news. There hasn't been any news, but there's, you can comment. If you're following, comment and let them know what you want to see in that edition. Do you want it to be a new edition? Do you want, if we're going to be changes and fixes, what do you want to see? And what kind of deluxe components do you want to get out of it? Keeping in mind that, it adds up. So, and let them know if you're like, yeah, we want this to be modular. I want to pick and choose. I want to a la carte. I want these components, but I don't need those. Maybe you've been buying Etsy stuff like I have, and you don't necessarily want to get everything. You'd like that as an option. Weigh in. Now's your chance while they haven't done anything yet. So there you go. That's it for this one, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.